Good morning.
Morning,
Good morning, Doyle. How are you, sir?
I'm in my full rig out, lad. I've got my full kit on today, lad.
I feel like we need to pick the energy up.
Yeah.
After 3, we sing the song. You know what song I'm talking about. 3, 2, 1. Because at the top it's just us. At the top it's just us.
Number 1.
You can't stop, it's just us.
Number
yes! Come on! Yes! Yes!
It is amazing.
Yes, yes!
Do you remember 10 weeks ago? Yeah. 10 weeks ago. We sat here, lad, on the table over there, not this one, another one, yeah? And we said, let's judge our season after these 10 ridiculously difficult games, yeah? At the top it's just us, bro.
And at the end of those 10 difficult games, we've won 9.
Lad.
And drawn 1 against the
top
Gunners.
Of 2 leagues.
I'm with it, bro.
We just smoked City last night.
Smash that like button, people. Yeah. Get your comments in, you happy Reds from all over the world. I was outside the Kop last night. People coming up to me in their dozens saying, I'm from Barbados. Tell Robbie he's a sausage in my dumpling. Yeah, hold that, you sausage, mate. Robert. To be fair, they did win 5-2, but yeah, hold that. Good. Big he's Steve. Yeah. Canada, yeah?
Sausage.
Uve.
Sausage.
Even though you're from Bristol, you sausage. Yeah? Canada. When are we?
Sausage.
Big Steve, mate. When are we?
Sausage.
Because at the top, it's just us. And it is beautiful. Liverpool are easily the best team in world football right now. But are we going to win the league? I'm doing a Robbie on you now.
We're going to win the league, lad. If we're going off what we've just done right now, and if we're going off stats, you know, 9 points to head. No team has ever lost the league when they've been 9 points ahead at this point. Yes, we're going to win the league, lad. But I've got PTSD, lad, so I'm never going to say it until we've won it, lad. I just can't.
And I hear you. I do hear you.
But we are the best team in the world right now. We are.
Like, yesterday was a big turning point.
Monumental it was, lad.
Mentally,
huge.
That barrier that we haven't overcome since the last time we beat them, October 2022. That was a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
And when I say
was a win that we didn't need.
2-0 scoreline flatters them, I'm not joking. If we had our shooting boots on, I'm talking about Virgil van Dijk could have had a hat-trick yesterday.
Yep.
So there's 3 plus the 2.
Cody could have had 2.
Cody had a couple of shots that went well over. Trent had one cleared off the line. Szoboszlai had a few shots on target as well.
Szoboszlai,
If we really wanted to yesterday, it could have been another 7-0.
Yeah, it was.
It could have been another 7-0. They did nothing, mate.
We were by far the better team. It was the first. It was actually, honestly, to be honest with you, Gilly lad, it was weird. I've never seen City so scared in my life.
Never seen them like that.
That first 15, 20 minutes of that game was the best first 15, 20 minutes of Liverpool I've seen all season. Definitely.
100%.
Maybe for years, lad, because 100%. That was the most intense atmosphere, the most intense football. They did not know what to do. They were headless. They were literally lost, bro. They didn't know where to stand, who to cover, which positions to fill in. Nothing. We dominated them in its entirety, lad. It was unbelievable. So much so, told you my girlfriend was sitting there and she's American, yeah. And she went, you guys are going to score. And I was like, I know. And then 2 seconds later,
score.
What happened, babe? We scored, didn't we? We were both celebrating and I got our Liverpool top on and that. And we both
it's like that. Big up the every time, man.
But it was just, honestly, dreams. It was like dreams, lad.
11 points clear of Manchester City after 13 games played.
Violence.
8 points clear of Arsenal after 13 games played.
8 points clear? I thought it was 9.
It is 9.
It is 9.
What am I on about?
Yeah. That means we've got to lose 3 times just to be on the same points as Arsenal. Just saying.
And you know what? Arsenal are playing Manchester United on Wednesday night as well.
It's a big game. With
United have picked it up a little bit. Yeah. Obviously smashing the Toffees yesterday. But yeah, let's calm ourselves down and we go through yesterday, right?
No, I don't know if I can. Calm down.
The lineup, Doyle. Obviously, we were somewhat forced to play Trent in this game. There was no time for him to acclimatise. He was thrown in at the Lions' Den at the deep end. Obviously, it's his Lions' Den, so it's not like as if it was away. But Joe Gomez,
lads, I was going to say you've stolen.
Hang on,
you've talked about me.
We've got to speak about this fella. 10 years he's played for Liverpool. Joseph Gomez went from being Matisse's bodyguard selling cookies at school to being one of the greatest centre-backs Liverpool have ever had. And I'm saying it.
To be fair,
what, Doyle? He's played 55 games as centre-back for Liverpool Football Club. He's kept a clean sheet in 33 of those games. And let's not forget, it was Joe Gomez and Virgil as the great centre-back partnership of the 18-19 season, right, where after 19 games they conceded a silly, small amount of goals. And he never complains. He waits for his chance. He keeps his head down. And when he is called upon, he does the job that everyone is asking him to do. The only thing we're missing with him is a goal, as we know. That will come this season, right? In this run-in now, that will come. But I just wanted to give the floor to you to speak about Joseph Gomez, because he is a Liverpool hero. And I absolutely love him.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it that he goes down as a Liverpool legend, regardless of what he goes on to do now. He was the fixture next to Virgil, lad. He's already done this. He knows what he's doing. He's won a Champions League and a Premier League, being a stout centre-back with a partner that's world-class, lad. He knows how to bounce off him. He knows where to be. Yesterday was exceptional. All of the lads that we've asked to come in and play in these high-pressured moments have delivered. Not only was he doing his role, some of the diags he was doing yesterday, lad. Honestly, mate, I was like, wow. Like, we've built this depth over 8-7 years. And it's wonderful to actually see how filled out we are when players like Gomez are coming on and playing a 9 out of 10 performance. When he hasn't played all season hardly, he's had about 2-3 performances, lad. So, honestly, Joe Gomez, mate, you deserve your flowers. Liverpool fans love you, and we can't wait to see you kick on over the next 6 weeks now and just have performances like you had yesterday, because that was exceptional, lad. Haaland couldn't get a look in. The diags that you were doing left and right to the wingers, honestly, phenomenal. Switched on, lad. It was brilliant. In fact, Virgil made the biggest mistake out of the pair of them, lad. We'll talk about it later, but Joe Gomez was the best centre. It's hard to pick who was the best out of the two of them, lad, but Joe Gomez held his own and it was phenomenal, lad.
Absolutely exceptional. Yeah, and I think there would have been a couple of question marks over him coming in and having to deal with the intensity of a game like this, but we saw 2 years ago he locked up Haaland. Haaland does not like playing against Joseph Gomez, I'll tell you that, or Virgil, obviously. Yeah, Virgil back to his best, back to the form, if not better than the form that he had before the injury when Liverpool won the league. I mean, he's imperious. He's such an amazing leader. You know, yes, he made a small, misjudgment yesterday. It was almost a massive one, but they couldn't capitalise. And just like Andy Robertson owes Kelleher a dinner, Virgil van Dijk owes Kelleher a dinner now as well.
Racking up these dinners,
I know, mate. He's gonna have to. Like space them out a little bit, because you don't want to get too full up during the Christmas period. But Quevin Kelleher, that's the other man. I mean, the Kop we were singing yesterday at Ireland's number one, Ireland's number one.
Have you ever seen that video where he goes, he wins the ball back so much, and he starts crying? I feel like me now, lad. Yeah,
he just saves it every time.
He just saves it every so much. Like, genuinely, lad, it makes you want to be. It makes you emotional, lad, because the players that are stepping in are so unbelievably good and delivering. Kelleher is just the perfect example of that, lad. Bro. He's a second choice goalkeeper, boys and ladies. Yeah, like this is fairy tale stuff. What he's done, saved 3 penalties in his last 3. High pressure moments for Liverpool. He had a massive one-on-one against Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best players in the world yesterday, and he saved it like it was nothing. Closed him down like he was prime Alisson, lad. Smothered the ball, sat on it, and just relieved the pressure out of Liverpool, lad. Yeah, consistently performing. I don't want him to go, bro. I don't keep
What's
this man.
What's Mamardashvili thinking after he sees these clean sheets against Madrid and City?
Kelly's better than me. I'm gutted. Unlucky. Simple as that, lad. Kelly, you're better, lad, so we've got to keep Kelly. Mashwadili, you're the fair choice, bro. Yeah.
So Kelleher, unreal again yesterday. Never looked in doubt. So calm and composed. And as I said, Trent coming back, there was a couple of through balls that he played that were just naughty.
No one else can do them through balls. The one from right back to Salah, where it goes around Ake on the outside. Joke. Me and you both know the exact technique he's done there, lad. He's went with his laces, he's come across the ball so he can get a backspin on it and it's run round. But to do that in a match and execute it to that pinpoint accuracy is exactly why Real Madrid won him, lad. Because he's the best right back in the world. That is exceptional.
Do you know what I heard? Some AFTV had saying Timber's better than Trent yesterday on their fan cam. Just let them. No, don't even react to that. Just let them be silly. Because they keep doing it. We don't even ask them.
Timber's better than Trent.
Yeah, it's silly. Robertson came back after some criticism against Madrid and had a solid game.
Yep.
In the midfield, Ryan Gravenberch once again. Is there a better midfielder in the Premier League right now than Ryan Gravenberch? The way that he knows exactly the weight on every single pass. He's so comfortable playing at Anfield now that he almost knows the grass.
Yeah.
He knows, well, this ball is going to roll enough for me to hold the man off and just not even touch it and just run onto it.
Yeah.
He's the best at that in the Premier League right now.
Yeah, he rolls people. He is the blueprint for rolling people, lad. We've said this. And that's the language that you use, by the way. Can we stop using, I said it last week, stop using this where you let it go past them. It's called rolling. If you watch football, you roll somebody, you put your body in between them and the ball, and you're intelligent enough to know where the ball's going to go. Rolling, okay? That's the only language I'll accept.
Mate, he was
He's the best at it.
Rolling disgracefully good this season.
There was one yesterday where Phil Foden had to grab him, because he rolled him and then done a Cruyff turn afterwards, lad. It wasn't just a roll, it was a Cruyff. It was
Where is
unbelievable.
Foden, mate? Where is Foden?
Philly's
Walter
dropped off. All of them have.
Hold that, you sausage. Yeah,
all of us. Like,
he's
honestly,
had more kids than goals or assists this season.
He was phenomenal last season. Without a shadow of a doubt, he deserved the accolade that he got. But this season, mate, the whole team's dropped off. I couldn't pick a standout performer yesterday. Even Doku, he come on. He was good. But final product was trash, lad.
Yep. Diaz was awful at the back for them.
You ask him to deliver a cross, lad, and he'll go ahead, I will now. You watch him, yeah? You know what I mean? That's what he does, lad. You're like, bro, put the ball in the box, lad. It was, honestly...
I'm just naming some more players here because we can talk like this all day. McAllister, fantastic again.
My general, he's my
guy,
general, lad.
Your guy.
Mr. Reliable. Every time he gets the ball, never loses the ball, moves it on really well. Just like Ryan, can roll people, moves the ball past 2 or 3 players like it's not. And honestly, I can't even. There's no.
What a week for him,
lads. Unbelievable. But right, do you know what we need to talk about in that midfield?
Dominic Szoboszlai,
brother. That was his best performance of the season yesterday, in my opinion.
And were you questioning him starting yesterday?
No, right. So
because obviously Curtis Jones has played in that position quite a lot recently,
and Curtis has been brilliant as well. And what a lovely problems we have. We've got Diaz and Gakpo doing the same thing in left wing, lad. Love it, right? It's almost hard to leave one of them out. But the energy that Dom is bringing at the top of that pitch, lad, is unmatched. There's nobody on our team that can match his energy. Nobody. He is the workhorse of that midfield. I know it sounds mad because he's in the 10. But he is.
He's the first. Do you know who he's almost like in this team? He's a bit like a midfield Bobby Firmino.
Yeah.
In the way that he's almost like that first guy that presses. But because you've got Diaz in front of him, who's, almost a false 9. So what does that even make Szoboszlai, who's behind him? It's
dynamicness, lad. At 10-8.
I don't know what it is. It's like an 8.5. It's the way he plays.
It's Arne Slot, isn't it? It's his philosophy. He's come in. He said, I don't care what you do as long as you work hard, type of thing. And that's what he's getting from all of these players. You're seeing, who was it that said it on that? We did something mad for Sport Bible the other day, yeah. And Grizz was talking about, we've got to see how his man management is. I'm telling you now, we've already seen how it is. Yeah, we've seen Arne Slot's man management. Ryan Gravenberch is 10 times the player he is. Curtis Jones is 10 times the player he is. We've got a double pivot that's served us so well. He's a tactician, lad, and that's changed the midfield entirely. Dominic Szoboszlai, a completely different player again. Luis Diaz, a completely different player. Gakpo, again, a completely different player. We're seeing his man management play out already by looking at these lads, seeing what they're good at, and putting them in the positions where they need to play to excel. And that's it. He's already done it, mate.
And he's keeping everyone happy. Players that aren't even anywhere near the lineup. You look at some of the quotes Endo has come out with this season. He's so happy to play the role. Gomez, Cody Gakpo, who at the start of the season was being kept out of the team by Luis Diaz. We've now found a way to play him and Diaz.
Season, like, people were moaning about Gakpo.
And I remember being on the Redmen in the summer, and I got blasted for saying that we should be keeping Luis Diaz over buying Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, madness.
I got blasted for that.
Madness, lad. Gakpo and Lucho Diaz are 2 of the best wingers in the league right now. And I remember we got positioned with loads of questions last season about Gakpo, and it was the same for me and you, lad. We both just said he's good enough. He's definitely good enough. We just need to see some different energy. And look at it now, lad. You can't have them performances for the Netherlands and not play that well.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
And
lad.
he was the one that scored the first goal. What an assist from Mohamed Salah. Wow.
How many times have we seen that ball this season?
What an assist. Obviously, it's come off his shin pad or whatever in the end, but it's the pass that's the goal. The pass is the goal, essentially. I mean, threaded it. Cody scores, and at that point, we're thinking, right. And by the way, it could have even been 2-0 before that point with Van Dijk hitting the post with a header, Szoboszlai, Gakpo hit one over the bar. This is what I mean when I say it could, if we really wanted it to be, it could have been 6 or 7-0. So Gakpo, Diaz obviously won the penalty. Unbelievable energy and making people make mistakes. doubting themselves as he's running towards them. You look at Diaz and Walker, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to deal with him. And then Mo Salah gets the pen at the end. And obviously I said on Wednesday night that McAllister should be on pens. What do I know?
That was
and Mo is doing kick-ups, right? Whilst the referee is fending away the City players that are complaining. He's standing there doing kick-ups like a low-key chilled guy.
I love it. Like, yeah, just chilling there, like.
Just chilling, bro.
Lad, I love it. That's the testament to what type of
like. I want to shout and go crazy, but I've got my energy is.
Yeah, it's
I got a 6 o'clock train this morning to make sure I was here.
We've been drained, lad.
I've had 4 hours sleep.
That was an intense game of football yesterday. My heart was pounding, but Mo Salah's heart would have been pounding even more. I'm sure.
No, it's not though. That's the whole point. It doesn't. It slows
didn't
down.
Look like it. Yeah, it didn't
His
look like it.
His heart slows down in these moments. Everyone else's picks up. Shit, can I deal with this pressure? He's like Mr. Iceman. Yes, he missed that pen against Madrid. In the end, we didn't even need it. But he scores another goal against City. The goals and assists now that he has against the Big Six is mind-blowing. It's not even fair. It's a cheat code.
Every single big game.
Unbelievable.
That was a top-class penalty, by the way. He picked his spot. He stuck with the technique that he's good at, and he whipped it into the bottom corner. Side net, and keeper went that way, and he still couldn't stop it. That was...
He doesn't always go for that side either,
no, he doesn't.
Does he?
He usually goes to the left, but every time, right, usually when he goes to the left, he misses. He does, lad.
Arsenal,
he just
Madrid.
wide of the post. Just wide of the post every single time, lad. But except for the one where he played against Southampton, I thought he was going to do the same thing, but it went top corner. He's getting better at his penalties. I don't think we can actually judge him anymore and say that he's...
Because it was McAllister that took the pen against City last year at Anfield.
Yeah.
And actually he should have had 2 in the game. But as much as City were awful, didn't create anything, Walker, miles off it, Diaz, miles off it, Akanji, poor, Gundogan, hooked, Nunez, hooked, Foden, hooked, Lewis, hooked, Haaland, non-existent. As much as we can say all that, we have to also say how good Liverpool were.
They had one shot, I think, Rico Lewis, and it was like a tame, poor shot. And he just hit it to have a shot. Yeah. Like, honestly, we contain them so well yesterday playing their game. That's their game, bro. They played 2-meter passes and kill you with passes. They didn't know how to deal with us. It was insane. Slot is a student of Pep, and he just beat the master, lad.
Yeah. When the teacher beats the master.
Genuinely.
Darwin Nunez came on, and yes, he didn't score, but that tackle at the end...
We love him, don't we? We've got to love you, lad. We absolutely love you so much, bro.
And he gives it to the Kop. He absolutely loves it. He's smelling now what we're smelling. Right? Can we now go on and win it? And great to see Harvey Elliott back on the pitch as well.
He's playing a good role, Nunez, at the moment. I like the role that he's playing. Not necessarily getting bags of goals, but he's definitely bringing hard work.
He's a team man. He's a team player.
And I love it. I think, do you know what I think really appreciates him? We've said it loads, Mo Salah.
Yeah.
I think Mo's
really proud of his contributions.
You can see it, lad. Yeah, it's almost like he's his elder he's looking down, going, lads, all you need to do for me is just work hard, and then I'll supply it, or I'll encourage you, whatever else. And he's doing all the hard work for Mo Salah, so Mo Salah can just do his job. It's boss, lad. It's really wholesome, to be quite honest with you, mate. How old is Darwin?
26,
yeah,
25,
so, 26. He's took him under his wing a little bit more, lad. He's like, you're my little brother, lad, yeah? I'm going to show you the ropes in Liverpool, lad, yeah? This is how you win.
25, yeah.
He's 7 years older, lad. Mo Salah's my age, yeah? 7 years old. That's a good generation, that lad.
I absolutely love him.
Yeah.
He's not. And if we do win the league this season...
I want to see him lift that.
I want to see him lift that.
That'll be, by the way, if we do, the amount of T-shirts that will have Darwin Nunez with the trophy on is just unfathomable. We'll have so many, and I will have one on my chest, lad.
I mean, he tweeted after big win, proud of the effort of my teammates and grateful for the fans' energy. He gives us the energy, and then we give it back to him.
Anfield yesterday was the exact reason why we love being Scousers, lad. That first 20 minutes, honestly, I don't know a ground that's like that.
And obviously he's got a bit of previous with Pep Guardiola after last season as well. You saw Guardiola giving it all that. Head's gone, mate. Yeah. His head is gone. Just like last year when he was going like this to the Anfield crowd, getting sacked in the morning. I mean, that is relegation form. Yeah. I don't even think Everton have lost 6 out of 7.
You can't sack. It's just a friendly banter, isn't it? It's friendly jokes. Like,
and then he's come out and said, I've won more Premier League titles than they've got. And he was giving it all this. Yes, you're right. You have lost 6 out of 7.
Well, you lost yesterday.
And we've got 6 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, that's exactly
what you got absolutely smoked, mate. And your head is on Mars. And now they've got to play Forest as well. Arsenal go to Manchester United. I just think this week, considering the fact that we've kept a clean sheet against City now and Madrid, and scored buckets of goals, and it should have been way more. Is this the best week in a long time to be a Liverpool fan?
Yeah, We just beat Real Madrid and Man City in one
Just
week
beaten
in the same week without
the
conceding
European
a goal.
champions and the English champions.
Also, I'm just going to add the Southampton game, right? I'm going to add the Southampton game because that was testament to our comeback ability, our spirit in the team, and it was a hard-fought one. And actually, you know what, Southampton, out of the 3 teams, you give us the hardest game, so well done, boys, because Real Madrid and City had nothing for us, absolutely nothing. So well done, boys.
True. Arne Slot has beaten Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Xabi Alonso, and Eric Ten Hag without conceding a single goal this season.
None of them. It's insane.
It's ridiculous.
It's like,
absolutely ridiculous. And at what point do you go, well, this is a bit of a fluke. We haven't played anyone good. And they're right. We haven't played anyone above us. It's impossible to.
I'm sick to death of it. Right, I watched Robbie even last round table thingy, yeah.
Do you know how many Scousers come up to me yesterday and said, I can't wait to see what Robbie says now, lad.
What can he say? Like, I'm sick of it. You're playing them at the right time. Lads, we can only beat what's in front of us, and that's what we're doing right now, because you haven't. You could have beat West Ham, lad. You could have beat Brighton, but you didn't. You could have beat Bournemouth, but you didn't. So, why are we always getting put down? I don't understand it, lad. We could literally win every game 10-0, and it'd be like, well, the keeper wasn't. He had the sun in his eyes, lad. The wind was too heavy, lad. You're playing them at the right time, lad.
And people say, "Oh, City had loads of injuries." Yes, obviously Rodri out, John Stones out, Kovacic and Oscar Bob. But yesterday, Liverpool had Jota, Bradley, Konate, Alisson, Chiesa, and Tsimikas out. More injuries than City, so I can't let them say it though. Let them say it. If that's how they cope with Liverpool being so good, then that's their copium. Let them say
Brian
it.
messaged me last night saying, "Don't bottle the league, lad." And I said,
he's the worst one.
Don't be jealous, lad.
He's the worst one.
Don't be jealous.
So jealous. They wish they were us. We're the best. They're not. We got 6 Champions Leagues. They got none.
I know it's what pains me.
We're not even trying to do that kind of thing.
You're doing it to us.
You're doing it to us.
And you know what does me head in about it a little bit yet? They're like, oh, the one City that season the one season that City are bad, Liverpool have picked up and they're doing really well, feeling sorry for themselves. You didn't get over 90 points. You don't know what it actually feels like to go to the brink and not win. We went to the end of the season, the last game of the entire thing, and lost it in the last 20 minutes on 97, 92 points. That's what it feels like to lose properly, lad. You haven't lost properly yet. So I don't really feel bad for you, and stop coming at us. Just do me head in. Just support us. You want us to beat City, don't you? I know you want to win as well, but no one wants City to win, do you? Like, is that what you want? Just want City to win?
No, I don't think they do. And Liverpool, as I said, have come through this really difficult period of games, which we both said before this period started that we'll really be able to analyse them after. Now that we're through that, actually, we're not through that. I'm not saying we're done, because we've got Newcastle Wednesday night. I'm about to do a preview of Matty Renton, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm also hoping, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm hoping to hit 50k this week. 50k subscribers.
Lad, if we win the league, lad, we hope to be on.
I want 100 if we win the league, jeez. Yeah. But right now we're 400 subs away from the big milestone of 50,000. So please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. As we go to Newcastle on Wednesday, and then it's Everton on Saturday, and then a beautiful trip to Barcelona next week, which I'll be at the game. So if you are wondering, will the Kop TV be at that game? Yes, we will. So if you're at that game as well, come over and have a chat for sure. Where do you want to end it today, bro? I mean, it's too good to be true. And I said to you before, sometimes, you know, when life's going so well, I mean, obviously football team, you know, we're the best in the world right now, but our careers, it seems like whenever Liverpool do really well, our careers take a big boost as well.
It is mad.
I'm just so happy right now.
Yeah, it's great.
And I can't hide it anymore. My smile is there. It's beautiful. It's absolutely, and I'm so happy that I support this club.
Yeah,
I would not have it any other way. We've just beaten Real Madrid and Man City in the same week. We haven't conceded a goal. Everton lost badly. Yes, it was United that beat them, but it is what it is.
We've had some dream fairy tale stuff over the last
5 years.
Yeah,
we've been working together on this now for 5 years.
And if this culminates into a league title this season, lad, oh my God, I'll be overjoyed, lad. This is what we need. We didn't get to celebrate our last one, lad. We need this.
We need this, bro.
Yeah.
We need this for everyone. Yeah, listen, we're not saying we've won the league right now, because as we've just gone through, right, we've had so many close shaves in the past where it hasn't happened.
Lad. We are not
Arsenal. But I have changed from last week to this week. What I can tell you is the evidence that has presented itself in front of me is now no longer a fluke.
If I was a judge in court, I'd be like, probably Liverpool, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not an anomaly anymore.
No.
And we're actually a third of the way through the season. We've played 20 games, Doyle.
And we played the best teams.
And we've played all the best teams you can play now. In
Even
Europe,
Chelsea, lad.
At home, away. It doesn't matter where we play them, we win. So here's to touch the wood and carry and carry on and see how far we can take it this season. Because right now, I was asked yesterday how many, not even will Liverpool win the league, it was how many trophies will Liverpool win this season, and I had to say 2.
Yeah,
and that was a little humble one as
well. How do you not say? How do you not say that we can win both of them when we're playing how we are, and the performances are speaking for themselves? The points are there, lad. I don't know. What do you want us to say? We'll just take it each game.
Well, I'm putting the pressure on us now. It's gone from me saying, you know, game by game, we take it slowly. We've never, and we will never. Well, we might, but we're even in a better position now than when we were in 2019-20. So I am going to put pressure on us to win the league. We must win it from here.
I agree.
We must win it from here.
I agree.
I've turned the corner. The stone has overturned. I've gone from game by game, slowly to now. We must now win this. There's a league title to be won, people.
If we can continue to play like this, we will. It's as simple as that. We're better than Arsenal and Chelsea. I haven't said that. They are still playing phenomenally well, and they're going to be on our asses, lads. So we have to play.
Are we sitting here saying we're going to go undefeated from here? I still do think we'll lose a couple of games, you know, as the season goes on, and that again, it develops your character and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. We will drop points,
but so will Arsenal and Chelsea.
Exactly, and that's the key thing.
Yes,
and that's the key thing. We can drop points, but it is what it is.
Arsenal will drop them when he comes to Midfield, lad. Yeah.
100%, bro. It's an absolutely beautiful time to be a Red right now. Wherever you're watching from or listening from, all over the world, you're with us. You're part of our Red family that we've got going here on the Kop TV, and we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Get behind the channel. We could be on the verge of witnessing something that we've maybe never seen before this season. So hold on tight. Put that seatbelt on, right? Get ready, because what you're about to see over the next 6 months hopefully is going to blow your mind and make you proud as anything to be a Liverpool fan. Game by game, slowly still. But right now, I'm convinced that if there's a team standing out to everyone else to go and win this league, it's us.
Absolutely.
And did I think that in August? Absolutely not.
Hell no.
But because of the evidence that's in front of me and Doyle, we're believers. We are believers. Are you? Let us know in the chat. The best week probably in a long time to be a Liverpool fan after beating Madrid and City in the same week. Drink it in, Reds. Enjoy it. Go into the office, go into school with them bragging rights. We're top. Like Mavado says, at the top is just us. They're all jealous. Imagine being us.
Most importantly, get to Anfield and scream your head off every single week, because that's what's going to get us over.
100%. Guys, massive shout out to you if you've watched this far. Big love to Doyle as always. It's been myself, AGT, and Freestyle DM. We'll see you next week after we've played Newcastle and Everton. Where do we go from here? Let us know in the chat. Take care.